3 years ago to the day, I was sitting in a restaurant at a very early morning hour, just right after this establishment had opened up, as a matter of fact, and I was enjoying breakfast with a friend. Now this restaurant was one location of a somewhat popular chain. We'll just call them DcMonald's. And this particular DcMonald's had a TV monitor mounted high on one wall in the dining area, and the DcMonald staff had the TV tuned into a local news show. And when they went to commercial break, an advertisement for a local mortgage company played, and it depicted a young couple sitting on a concrete porch telling us all how they'd been able to refinance their mortgage and lower their monthly rate and buy a pair of jet skis. Important detail about this commercial: the man was an African American, and the woman cast as his wife was a blonde-haired Caucasian. Well, when the commercial ended, I heard a pff sound from someone seated beside me. It was this bum. Not an unusual sight in a DcMonald's at 7 a.m. This particular vagrant had a long, scraggly beard with one straw stuck through the center of it, and he was wearing a Psycho Sid t-shirt from the early 1990s. It had lots of holes in it. You could see his nipples and, quite a bit of his rib cage. The guy was emaciated. Anyway, he noticed, I was kind of looking him over, and just as I was going to ask him if he was rip-torn, he turned to me and said, "You see that fucking racist commercial? It's just another example of the liberal media trying to promote unions between whites and blacks. They ought to promote a more useful message, like Germanic whites working together. Those are the only good kind of people God ever made. Germanic whites. If everybody respected them, at least we'd all be safe." No shit, that's what the guy said to me. That really caught me off guard. I almost choked on my second hash brown when he said that. I always order a second hash brown at DcMonald's. Those things are so damn good. They're crispy on the outside and they're hot and greasy on the inside. Well, once I'd caught my breath, I asked him if he was Nick Nolte from the Hulk, and he got pissed at that point. He sensed the condescension, and he gave me this cold, hard stare, and without taking his eyes off of me, he grabbed his cup of scalding hot DcMonald's coffee, and he slowly poured it all over his own crotch. And I was blown away because he didn't flinch, and the dude was in some holy nylon shorts, so the coffee soaked straight through. I mean, the smell was unbelievable. Roasted Arabica beans and roasted scrotum slime. I'll never forget it. I think he did it to demonstrate two things. One, that he was stupid and he didn't care about going to jail, so I should watch what I say to him unless I want to fight or fornicate with him. Two, that he could take immense pain and he therefore would win in a fight between us. Not true. It was kind of like that scene in Darkman where Larry Drake starts burning the shit out of his hand to scare the businessman down in Chinatown that owes him a bunch of money. That's a good movie. Well, once he poured the whole cup on himself, he got up, he walked out, and again, without taking his eyes off of me, he threw up in the bushes in front of this place, which was weird because he could have just gone to the bathroom and done that, but he chose to do it out front, and the manager called the police. They showed up pretty quick, and one of the officers had a word with him, and this bum started signaling for the power bomb. He was doing this like Psycho Sid used to do back in the day. So You know, they tased him. And the funny thing is, they didn't even haul him off. I mean, they didn't even call an ambulance. I'm telling you, the smell of his burning genitals was so intense, nobody wanted to touch him or even be near him. Well, after my friend and I finished our breakfast, this guy was still lying on the mulch in front of this place, so I stuffed a rolled up dollar bill in his mouth, you know, the way the $1 Million Man used to do to his victims, just to show him that I'd gotten his reference and that I liked his t-shirt. But I had wiped my ass with that dollar bill, you know. I always keep a dollar bill that I've wiped my ass with just in case I run into a rude cashier. Do any of you guys do that? Do any of you order an extra hash brown at McDonald's? Fucking mosquito. God damn, I am sorry about this video.